Day 27, and overwhelm. Overwhelm is something we all feel, and it comes on quick, comes on fast, and it can really impact us for the rest of the day if we don't release that overwhelm. If we don't really understand and feel into why we're feeling overwhelmed. And overwhelm is one of those tricky feelings because oftentimes when you're overwhelmed, it's not just one thing that's making you feel overwhelmed, and it's a lot of things. And so you don't know where to start. The answer is in your body. And that's why we're kind of getting to know what overwhelm feels like in the body. Where do you feel it? How does it show up? What does it feel like? And as you know already, what's going on in your mind? What story are you telling yourself? Is the story you're telling yourself making you feel more overwhelmed? That's what I want you to be mindful of to go a little deeper. Is the story that my brain is telling me right now making me feel more overwhelmed? How is the story my brain is telling me right now making me feel more overwhelmed? That's how to dive a little bit deeper into this overwhelm. Because sometimes, most times, our brain can really exacerbate this overwhelmed feeling, especially if we're not used to getting help or moving out of the overwhelm. If we're not used to asking for help, if we're not used to delegating, if we're used to staying in the overwhelm and continuing to feel more and more overwhelmed, our brain can really tell us a story that makes the overwhelm more intense, makes us feel more overwhelmed than the current reality of the now present moment. And so really pay attention to what your body and brain does. Because when your body sends that message, those messages that we're looking to sensitize to, when your body sends those signals to your brain that says, I'm overwhelmed, your brain has a reaction. And it's very important to know that we have control over our reactions. We can obtain control over the way our brain reacts to these messages our body's sending by tuning into the body messages, understanding what they mean, understanding what they feel like, and using them as a clue to question what our brain is telling us. So dive a little deeper, really notice all of those things that are going on when you start to feel overwhelmed, and join me back here tomorrow for another self-reflection question.